What's up, guys? Dylan Rush with Cage Side Press, joined today by Bellator lightweight, boasting an impressive 11-5 professional record, set to take on Tim Wilde at Bellator 301 on November 17th in Chicago, Illinois. Fighting out of the MMA lab in Glendale, Arizona. Magic Mike Hamel. How you doing, Mike?
My guy, how we doing? I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for taking the time. I saw you at Bellator 300 just a couple weeks ago in San Diego. How'd you enjoy that week? How'd you enjoy being with Bryce?
It was good, man. Bryce is always a good time. Me and him are super close, so it was fun to see him perform. It was fun to see him get in a little bit of a battle. Like not that you ever question it with somebody, but he just hasn't really been super tested yet. And it's good to see that he can get cut up, he can take some hits, and he's still willing to scrap. So it was good gritty performance. And honestly, it was a fun week. Like San Diego's awesome. I'm not much of a beach guy, but like the weather's great. You can't complain about that. The hotel was sick. So everything was good.
Never seen someone frown on a jet ski. You're coming off
Yeah.
amazing, you're coming off an amazing victory, man. Bellator at last June, Shamil Nikaev. But before we get into that, I want to talk about a fight that I was at. Bellator 293, amazing, sensational head kick knockout. It only took you 42 seconds to get Nick Brown out of there. How did you feel in that moment? What were you thinking?
Man, it was just my career hadn't gone exactly how planned, right? And so many people can probably say the same thing for theirs, but I'd gotten hurt, had to fight through a couple injuries. I fought like Moda and Usman and Logan with no bicep tendon, and so it's like I had all those injuries, but it's like I didn't want to take time off until I got a couple wins under me. I needed some money, I needed some job security, and so I fought through those injuries, and then I was out for I think 9 months when my Roshkoff fight got scheduled, and
Mm-hmm.
then that fell out an hour before I was getting on the van.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 15 months of just not fighting. And that's not like me. That's the longest I've gone in my life, in my athletic career, without having competition. So that 15 months off was rough mentally for me. And so to get in there, get a head kick win, going into my last fight on my contract, be on a 3-fight win streak. Like I knew I was going to get an increase in pay. I knew I was going to get a new contract. Like it wasn't even the fact that like I won the fight. It was, I already knew the good, positive repercussions coming from it.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy that you think that in the moment. Wait,
Yeah.
I want to mention this real quick because that was what Bellator 286, I believe, in Long Beach, California. Was it the day of the fight that Roscoe fight got canceled?
Dude, I was just walking down my wife to say goodbye to her, and then I was going to head up stairs to get on the van over to the arena. I'd done my pre-fight workout. I take my nap. I about said my goodbyes, and I walk out of the elevator, and Roshkoff is sitting there. Just looks like he got hit by a bus, and he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" I was like, "Yeah, a little awkward, but all right." So I went over there, and he was the one who broke the news to me, and I was like, "You're not fucking with me." Like, and then after that, dude, it was just weird. It was like I was literally 30 seconds away from going upstairs, getting on the bus, and going over to the arena.
That's crazy, man. I can't imagine that. So this last fight you had in June, just what was it? The end of March, and then you go in June. It's like barely even 2 months to your next fight. Shamil
Yeah.
Nikaev, you got rocked early on, couple times. What are
Oh, I got
some
rocked 2 times. Yeah.
what are some of the things your coaches are telling you after that first round? And how did you manage to weather the storm and bounce back the way you did and win those second and third rounds?
So really, dude, in that first round, there's like bits and pieces that I like clearly remember. I remember the first time he hit me, it felt like an old, like, when you're like trying to get like an old truck to start and you kind of keep turning it over. It's like, wah, 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 and then it finally goes and like the whole engine shakes. It's like, that's how my whole body felt. Like I was just vibrating. And I was like, oh, fuck, man, I'm in a fight. Because I kind of always do that. I kind of always start a little lackadaisical because it's like, I think because I competed for so long, I'm like, don't make the moment bigger than it is. Like I have all this like mental talk. And so like, I feel like sometimes I'm not necessarily ready for a fist fight right off the rip. And he freaking came in and zoomed me. And so it was weird. I don't really remember much of the first round. And then it had to be about 30 seconds in between rounds. Like, I remember, like, the first thing I was doing in the corner, Coach Crouch is like, all right, let's slow our breathing down. Give me 3 deep breaths. He won't even give you any coaching advice. I think after I took, like, my 3 deep breaths, I almost, like, sobered up. And I looked at him and I was like, hey, I got my ass kicked that round, huh? And he's like, oh, yeah, we got fucked up. He's like, we're going to win the next 2, though.
Yo, and didn't your opponent come out in like a karate stance or something? Like he came out in something you were not
Yeah,
expecting?
dude. Yeah, he fought his whole career orthodox, almost like a Muay Thai stance, like hands high, like kind of square, and he wrestled everybody. He came out southpaw in a karate stance, dancing, throwing up flipper kicks and shit. I was like, what the hell is this? You do your whole camp somewhere. But we always kind of talk about that at the gym too, because the first person to do that to me was Usman. Usman had fought his whole career orthodox, and when I fought him, he felt southpaw. And I realized in that fight that I put in too much investment into what stance he was. And you got to be able to go both ways, like a kitchen door in fighting. You know what I mean? Like you've got to be able to move with the flow, and you got to like also, like I said earlier, you can't put things too much on a pedestal. You can't make situations bigger. So in the Usman fight, it really irritated me that he fought me southpaw. I was like, go back orthodox. We work so much shit from here, you know. And so when he came out southpaw, I was like, all right, and then just thing right over my lead hand. I was like, whoop.
But that's great experience to get in your career early on. Now you know if that happens again, you're ready for it.
Yeah.
Your only losses in Bellator are to the undefeated champion Usman Nurmagomedov, as we mentioned. You took him down. You only got to take him down. And then your promotional debut against Borix, which was a very controversial split decision.
Yeah.
To say the least, at short notice. You feel like you're a little bit slept on, Magic Mike. I know that head kick might have woke up a few people, but like I don't know,
Yeah.
a little slept on.
Dude. And Shamil Nakayev, he'd never lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even really know if he lost a round. but yeah, like I am slept on in it. And it bugged me early on. I was like, I should be in the top 10. What the hell? And now it's just like, dude, just let me keep on racking up wins. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Because if I go and I win 6 in a row, they can't deny me. I get a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm at 4 now. I'm gonna be 5 after this. I go beat somebody in the top 10, boom, give me a title shot. So it used to bug me a little bit. I feel like I was getting slept on, but it doesn't matter. Like Benson always says on our team, he's like, win your next fight. You want a pay increase, win your next fight. You want more publicity, win your next fight. You know what I mean? So that's all it comes down to.
So much for being retired, right?
Oh, man. I found out off your post, and I was just with him yesterday. We just rolled yesterday. Didn't say a thing. I get in my car after practice, and I see your post. I was like, I called Crouch. I was like, yo. I said, so we're just not retired anymore. He's like, I guess not. That guy can't stay away, man. He's got a hunger for competition like I've never seen.
Yeah, bro. He loves it. He loves it. So we're going back to Chicago, man. Chicago back to back. Are you excited? You like Chicago? You like being there?
You know what I mean? Like I said, I wasn't a beach guy either. Like I'm kind of like in the mountains, you know, doing stuff like that. But Chicago was cool, man. Like what's cool about it is like their fan base is pretty sweet. Like I wish I would have got a fight when I was supposed to fight last time, because I'm pretty sure they either sold out that arena or came close to it when I was there last time. Like I was in the locker room, I could hear it. It was loud. Like all my friends and family were there. They were telling me about it, you know, because I haven't really had the chance in Bellator to fight in front of like a big crowd. You know, like my 2 biggest fights were during COVID, I would say. And then the Temecula fight, like that was a smaller arena. And then now my Chicago fight that was sold out, I get bumped to the post slam. So it's like I'm trying to feed off of some energy, you know what I mean? That's why you do things like this. Like Bryce said in that video you sent me, like fighting is a little bit of egotistical. Like you want to fight in front of the crowd, you want to feel off that energy, you want to get on the cage and see 20,000 people around you. Like things you live for. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that fact. I'm not excited for it to be cold. I've gotten soft in my old age living in Arizona.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Yeah.
Is it true that before you took that fight with Nyquil Nick Brown in Bellator 293, you actually turned down a fight?
Yeah. So I turned down my boy Archie. Yeah, so like me and Archie, so we were never officially teammates, right? But like I've worked out with them before. When I go back to Wyoming in the summers, like me and Archie would work out. We have the same friend group. Like we're around each other all the time. Like I was just within like 2 weddings of them, like months before that fight. Yep. Like we were like hanging out, fucking at weddings and shit like that. And so my manager shoots me a text. He's like, "Hey, they want you to fight Archie." And I was like, "You guys realize we're like homies, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, didn't you guys both like wrestle at Wyoming?" I was like, "Yes." Like, and so I shoot Archie a text, and I was like, "Hey, man, they want us to fight each other." And I was like, I'm not gonna say yes. I was like, but I just kind of wanted to like clear the air with you. And he's like, "No, dude." He's like, "That doesn't make sense unless it's like a title eliminator for a belt."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was a dumb situation. I don't know what the matchmakers were thinking on that one. Like, hey, let's match the only two guys who got signed from Wyoming against each other. That'd be sweet.
All the people on the roster, really, it's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, you guys got 40 lightweights, and this is who you match me up with? Yeah.
Have you decided on a corner? We're a few weeks out. Do you have your corner picked for this event?
Yep. Same as last time. It'll be Bryce will go out there, David Machad, and then John Crouch will be there with me.
Shad's coming again. Hell yeah. Not too bad a trip, right? Where is he? In South Dakota?
Yeah, he's in South Dakota. So for him, it's 12 hours, which most people are like, bro, I'm not driving 12 hours. He's like, oh, that's a quick day trip. Yeah, the guy's nuts, man. When I cornered him when he fought in New York because he doesn't fly, we drove 26 hours straight to Tennessee to stay with one of our other teammates,
From
Scott Holtzman.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was not, I don't know how he does it, dude. Like I was getting claustrophobic in the car. Like there's only so much shit you can talk about. But yeah, it means a ton for me. Like for him, like to come and go out of his way, leave his wing business for a week and come support me. It's sweet. It means a lot.
It's awesome. Yeah, I drove from I don't drive. I didn't drive, but I was driven from Arizona to New York in 36 hours. I had fucking suitcases piled on top of me and shit, bro. That was awful. I'll
Yep.
never do it again. Uh
Yeah.
to have these guys, David or Bryce or even Archie's always there in Chicago nowadays, and Grant, to have these guys there with you on fight week, the camaraderie that Bryce talked about in the video, is that beneficial for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's super beneficial. Like if you just think about the fight the whole week, you're gonna get drained. You know what I mean? You're gonna start making up stupid scenarios in your head that shouldn't be there to begin with. So to have friends that you can just shoot the shit with and you don't have to like force a conversation, you're comfortable around them, you know what I mean? Like it means the world. As I've gotten older in the sport and more like I'm more of a vet of it, I've realized that the coaching, yes, it is super important. Like I'll never fight without John Crouch, but me and him have a great relationship to begin with. But it's not so much like the technical aspect anymore. Like I used to think like, oh, I need this guy because he's got a good technique on this for this person. And I used to like add things up like that. Really, it's about people that you want to go to war with and you don't mind sitting down in a hotel room crammed in there while I'm sucking weight and I'm half naked. You know what I mean? Like that's what it comes down to. Like find the homies that you want to do that with. And that's who I want my corner.
Definitely makes sense. Tim Wilde, you guys are both riding 4-fight win streaks heading to this one, full head of steam. What makes this a good matchup for you? What did this when they came to you with Tim Wilde's name? Was this a matchup that excited you off the bat?
Yeah, dude, because Tim's tough.
He is.
Right? Like, and I like that. Like Tim's gonna be there. He's not gonna gas out. He's not gonna overshoot himself. He's a pretty smart fighter. He does some things a little reckless, which I'm obviously gonna capitalize on. But those English don't know how to wrestle. I'm gonna plant him on his ass over and over again. That's what I've done. I've done it since I was 4 years old. You know what I mean? I know how to head kick people, but I'm going to get him biting and my hands are going to start landing more and he's going to get tired. I'm going to be the first person to get Tim Wilde tired.
There's no NCAA in England, I don't think.
No, I don't even know if he knows what a singlet is. He probably just knows what beans and toast is with his shitty little culinary dishes over there.
What does a win for you at this stage of your career? What would that mean to you? What would that mean for you?
Oh, my dog just puked.
No way.
Well, that's what you get for eating turf. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Raina.
Oh my God. I'm definitely posting this clip.
Oh no. In an interview? Come on. But no, a win over Tim Wilde, it's big, man. He's 16-4. He's on a 4-fight win streak, like you said. Like, and he's been performing at the highest level. Like he's been killing it. So a win over him is just another notch in my belt. It's a step in the right direction. I know that I'm championship caliber fighter. And so another win just proves to people who don't necessarily think that about me that I am.
Maybe if you beat him, you'll gain a lot of fans in the UK, or maybe you'll gain a lot of haters in the UK. Either way, it's good either way, right?
Yeah. Either way, they're tuning in to watch. So, So it's all good, man. And I don't really care. I don't have any hate against England. You know, like we're pretty much. I think my dad did a DNA test, and I think I am like 40% British. But who knows if those things are true? I'm pretty brown to be British.
Whose door are we gonna break down if you end up on the postlims again? You don't even want to pick, right? You don't even want to.
Yeah, me and Scott Coker are gonna have some words. Okay, I know he has nothing to do with it. But me and him are gonna have some word. If I get bumped to the post limbs again while I'm on a 4 or 5 win streak, I'm gonna be pissed.
I
But
don't.
whatever, it doesn't matter. So
I don't think there's any shot. I don't think there's any shot.
yeah, I told my he's fired if I get bumped back again. So
What's your favorite fast food chicken spot, Mike Hamel?
fast food chicken spot, easy. Monroe's hot chicken.
Oh yeah, I respect
I
that.
know that you guys who aren't in Arizona probably don't know what that is, but it's Nashville hot chicken. And dude, it's like just as extra as you could possibly get. When I get off my plane at fights, I go right there. You get the hot chicken, then you get mac and cheese put on top of it with a slice of cheese to hold it in, and hot Cheetos on top.
That's fire.
Gonna blow up the toilet like never before, but solid choice.
Is that only in Arizona? Because I've only ever seen it in Arizona. I think it might be.
Dude, I think it's got to be. I know that the same people that own like Lolo's Chicken and Waffles own it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what
Yeah.
Someburros is?
Huh?
You know what Someburros is? I don't know how to pronounce it. Someburros?
Some
Not-
burros?
Yeah, Someburros.
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah,
had one like 2 miles away from my house in Gilbert.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that shit, but I love that place. All my friends work there. It's like it's Arizona only. I think it's cool to have places that are just
Yeah.
like one state. All right, I got 5 stupid yes or no questions for you. Then I'm gonna ask you one
Yeah.
more question. Then I'm gonna let you go. You ready?
Yes, sir.
1. Will Magic Mike reach 20 professional wins in his career?
Yes.
2. Are University of Wyoming wrestlers the toughest SOBs out there?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, so you're not the first person to ask that too. 3. Did Cade Money Morehouse really ask you to film an interview for him at Bellator 300?
Yes.
Would you defeat Cade Morehouse in a wrestling match?
Come on. Yes. I'm gonna hold that big boy down and kiss his ear.
I would pay so much to see that. 5. Did you steal a pair of gold gloves at Bellator 300?
No.
I know.
Dude, it was not for lack of attempt. They have those things locked down, man.
I know, bro. Bert was like, "Yo, you see somebody take those gold gloves, you come right to me." Bonus yes or no question: are all girls named Emily simply hotter than all the other girls on the planet?
I mean, my wife for sure is, so it works out, man.
Only that Emily, right? Not all Emily's.
Only that, and all the other ones are hoes.
I'm tagging Bryce in that clip. Last but not least, I finish every interview with this question. Curious to hear what you got to say. When it's
Oh shit, I forgot Bryce. My bad, Emily. I didn't mean that.
I'm putting you on the spot with these Cade questions, these Emily questions, these stealing questions. When it's all said and done, fighting, training, maybe coaching, whatever it may be, what do you want people to remember most about Magic Mike Hamel above all else?
That I stayed real. You know, that I never was anybody but me. I never tried to put on a front. I was just authentically me. You know, so if you don't like that, then it doesn't matter, but I'm going to be me, and that's what's going to be me.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, I like it, man. That's great. I'm going to see you in Chicago in a few weeks. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Good luck with everything. Good luck with the training, the weight cut, and all that good stuff. All right? Be good, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Your dog. Get better, dog. To your dog.
Dog.